said, I just wish like I would have done you guys sooner. You know what I mean? Like especially like through my development stage, and, freshman all the way to senior year. I just wish I would have been on that side of town maybe, and then got to connect with you guys. I definitely felt like it would have helped me a lot.
All right, welcome in everyone for another exciting episode of the Watchlist. Tonight we have the body snatcher, Mr. Mayson Thomas, and you were telling me a little bit earlier about you get to catch bodies was normally in the summer. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, I've caught in a lot of bodies throughout the last couple years, but I feel like most of them come through the summer. I don't know why. It's just like I don't know. It's like during the high school season. Obviously, I get my dunks, but I never really catch
Mm.
too many bodies. I had one last season that was a good one, but most of mine, for some reason, are always just during the summer. It's weird.
Man, so tell me, what have you done, or what's been turning the corner? Because you go baseline when it's given
Mm.
every time, and normally I say 8 out of 10 times you wind up dunking the ball. One hand, two hands, other side of the rim. Where's all that explosiveness coming from?
Um, I got a strength and conditioning trainer. Her name's Ray. She always gets me right. She has me in a great shape. I got a lot of explosiveness. I can jump. So she gets me right. And then I also feel like it's like a mentality. Every time I drive, you gotta have the mentality that you wanna go dunk it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Talking about the mentality, man, like that's definitely on display. But you talk about scrappy, you talk about rebound the ball. I know we talked about it before, man, but you're such an electric rebounder. Uh, how has that continued to grow? Why aren't people knocking you off your base?
Yeah, I feel like the knocking me off my base part, obviously I'm a strong, bigger guard wing, so that
Mm-hmm.
comes with it. And then Um, obviously, I lift, so that makes me strong. It makes me balanced, and it's obviously rebounding is important. It's one of the small details that a lot of people don't focus on, but obviously, it's important. It helps to winning, so that's why I've always been a great rebounder, and so yeah.
Man, something that I respect out of you always seem to be in the right spot.
Hmm.
No matter the situation, no matter the time of the clock, what kind of film or skill work do you focus on during the week?
Yeah, so like my trainer Tim, you saw today, we work on game-like situations that gets you ready for specific moments in game. So you're ready for pretty much anything. You're in the right spot. Someone drives baseline, you're ready to drift to the corner or you cut. So, and then also watching a lot of basketball helps me study the game, see, what to do in different situations. So it helps me be prepared and understand the game more.
And on defense, man, like I see you switching, I see you contesting. I know coaches at the next level will value that. Uh, like, do you ever get concerned? Because more times than not, I see you wall off at the basket. You're not swinging wildly to block shots. You know, is that something that you focus on? Is that something that somebody's taught you, or is that just you figured this part out?
Yeah, I feel like walling up's important. Keeps you out of foul trouble. Keeps you in the game, especially like for example, in high school. If I get out the game, then we don't have as much of a chance to win for sure. And then we actually at my high school we do drills that we call wall up drill. We just work on walling up instead of blocking shots. So it keeps us out of foul trouble. Keeps the other team from shooting free throws. So and then like in AAU, I'm not the tallest on the court, so a lot of these guys I'm not gonna block. But as long as I just make those shots tougher, it will be easier for us, and it's more likely for them to miss.
Yeah, that was always funny to me because we walk around San Antonio, and even yourself, you're like a giant in some
Right.
places.
Yeah.
And then we go to some of those circuit events, and there's people that tower over us.
Right.
That always gets me laughing. But man, hey, let's talk about your time with 3D Empire.
Yeah.
We've had Trey on the show, we've had Bo on the show. Uh, so talk about your growth, competition. What are they dragging out of you?
Right. So obviously it's my first summer playing with them, so it's taught me how to play with new people because I was playing before I came to 3D. I've been playing with the same team for 7 years. So I've been playing with the same people, but it's taught me to like expand and know how to play with other people. You know what I'm saying? And having to get to
Yeah.
know different people and building chemistry with them. So that's overall just gonna help me like when I get to college. So when I get to college, it's a high chance that I'm not gonna know anybody on the team. So it's just getting me prepared for things like that.
What So talking about Piper, and you brought up your high school team, and what jump in production, what jump in play style, what jump are you expecting going into your senior year?
Yeah, I feel like I need to like a jump probably in leadership because now I'm one of the oldest guys on the team. And at first, I feel like obviously I had to be a leader because I'm the best guy on the team, right? So
Yeah.
but now that I'm also the oldest guy on the team, we got some younger guys come on the team, so I got to be there as a leader.
So let's talk about next level. Let's
Hmm.
talk about schools that you think are that you fit in with. Your skill set would be valued. I know I didn't really, we hadn't really talked about this, but what do you see?
Um, like I feel like I don't really know like what teams and schools like exactly,
Hmm.
but I know like the kind of system I fit in is like I don't well like me because I'm more of like a strong wing. I can get to the rim, rebound, play guard 1 through 5, and knock down open shots. But I feel like a system that likes guys that can. Well, I don't know how to put this. Like
Well,
can
no,
play.
I'll interject for you because your self assessment
Mm-hmm.
is spot on. You're looking for a program that values defense.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for a program that values rebounding, and you're looking for a program that's ready to win now, because those are all winning characteristics when you get down to championship level basketball.
Right.
Uh, so I think for any coaches watching, uh, I will say it now and I'll say it again later. Like, he's a stamp dude that you need to start offering. We've put those kind of words on quite a few people or several people here lately, and things are starting to move. Uh, but he's high academic, high character. You never have to worry about trouble with him. You might have to lock him out of the gym sometimes, but that's a good problem. Um, so you bring value, and we're going to talk about grades right now, but you bring value that doesn't really show up on Twitter. High motor, high GPA, high character. That's what coaches are trying to build around. But as we moving into TABC, that's our next big event coming up. Uh, the schedules have got released today,
Mm-hmm.
and it's my bad I didn't check the schedules. But what matchups are you looking forward to, both personal and team wise?
Yeah, I wouldn't say because I know that we like you said the schedules came out. The 3 teams I saw. I'm familiar with the teams, but I don't really know who's on their team. So I feel like there really isn't like
Yeah,
a specific matchup or anything. But I'm really just looking forward to going out there and compete and showing my skills at the highest level in front of all these coaches and then playing with my teammates.
yeah. I know. TABC weekend is one of my favorites.
Hmm.
Uh, as an educator, I'm out for summer, so that's definitely one I circle each time they put out the calendar of when it's going to be. But what's your message to people that are sleeping on you? Like, are the coaches that haven't come calling for you yet? What's your shout out to them?
Um. Oh, okay. My shout out. I say, I mean,
Yeah.
uh, that I mean, I'm ready to work. I play hard. I'm a team player. I do whatever I got to do, whatever any coach wants me to do, what I need to do to play, or just anything. And basically, that my
Yeah.
time, and everybody will see the work that I've been putting in.
And over there with Springer, man, y'all do work, uh,
Mhm.
and people will see the hard work and those things that you put into it. Um, I was really impressed with both your output, you and the group's output, and some of the time expectations. I think
Mhm.
they help you deliver under pressure.
Yeah,
Um, you know, as we get ready to leave out of here, Mason Thomas, y'all, remember the name 6'6" wing who defends, shoots, and sets the tone. This is the watch list powered by TAAN-TV. You can follow everything about Mayson here at the One Eye Scout. You also see his social medias at the bottom. And until next time, keep your eyes in the gym. Thank you, Mayson.
yes, sir.
Oh man, should have been there.